What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. What's going on? What's going on now? You guys got me working, okay? Y'all got me working because I wasn't supposed to do anything today, but you guys already had two videos that dropped already. But once I wake up out of my sleep, I get more tea to talk about, meaning y'all got four videos coming instead of the two that you already just seen, okay? But before we get into anything else, y'all know that it is Monday, but tomorrow is Tuesday night, which is Roasted Review, SWB and Escape, the Queens of R&B, hosted by myself and T. Okay, you guys should come in and tune in tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on my platform. Josiah was supposed to host it this weekend, but we already know that he can't host it right now. So I'll be hosting it on my platform tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys are in the building to see us talk about the show, talk about last night's episode. So with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and get into all the tea that is going on right now. Now, as you guys already know, I did a video earlier where I was talking about Tamar Braxton going on Watch What Happens Live, talking about her issue and her beef with Kandi Burruss. Now, you guys already know that she spoke on the situation with Carlos King and Kandi late last year on Dish Nation, and apparently she was confronted by both Kandi and Todd about her comments on the situation. Well, she was asked on Watch What Happens Live who was the person that she had the beef with. She never disclosed who it was at first because people thought it was Eva Marcel. But now she says that it was definitely Kandi and Todd, and she says she'll tell Andy the story later. But instead of telling Andy the story, she tells us the story. She goes on Instagram Live and she explains what supposedly happened between her, Kandi, and Todd. So with that being said, let's go ahead and listen in on this live, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. Let's get into it.
I look very interesting. Why you ain't tell me that? I look a mess.
Babe, you look great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I look sleep. Oh fuck with my earring. I don't know where nothing is. Listen. Oh, good morning, everyone. I am just leaving. We're getting back from our birthday vacation. It's like 2.5 days, but I'm grateful for it. I have to be on set in about 2 hours. I look really bad. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, okay. First of all, just a couple of things I wanted to address. Number one, thank you guys so much for supporting Changed and St. Tamar's Day. Um, hey, Cora. I love y'all so much. But obviously, I want to address, what's really going on in the press because, I feel like I've worked really hard on myself, and I can't help when somebody asks me a question, and I can't help the chains of events that actually really honestly truly happen. Now, this really all started, okay, everybody knows that I'm on Dish Nation now, right? And this really all started from a YouTube that Kandi put out about whatever the issues they had with Carlos King. And I was asked about it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not like these other reality people. Like, I'm a real bona fide 5-time Emmy nominated journalist. Difference. So for me, I am not comfortable publicly saying or calling someone else a liar without knowing the legitimate facts. That's where I'm standing with that. I wasn't on no, you're not my friend. I don't want to side with you. It wasn't nothing being messy, but my responsibility for my job and my integrity just lied in that. Or else I just would have said, oh, she lied. Really what I did say is I wanted to hear both sides of the story. Something in the milk ain't clean. Just trying to deflect from just outright calling somebody a liar. Because number one, I don't know. Number two, I don't care. Number three, has nothing to do with me. Okay? Cool. That happened. I put up a clip promoting the show from my point of view in my story, not addressing anybody, not taking sides on nothing, because I really don't care. It really doesn't have anything else to do with me. Okay? So weeks go by, 4 or 5 weeks go by, and we all have a concert together. And I'm leaving my dressing room to go to my dancer's dressing room to bring them their new clothes. And I see Kandi in the hallway. And I'm like, hey, boo. And I give her a hug, you know, whatever. And she just look at me and she's like, I ain't fucking with you. And I'm like, what? I'm thinking she's kidding. Like, I'm for real thinking she's kidding. And she's like, I ain't fucking with you. I'm like, what happened? She like, oh, well, you said that shit you said about Carlos King was foul. And I'm like, oh shit. And I honestly truly forgot about it. Right? And I'm like, listen, I didn't mean no harm. You know, I wasn't trying to, you know, go against you or nothing like that. It's, you know, just what I just explained to y'all. Like, I just feel like my responsibility is a little bit different. I ain't trying to call nobody publicly a liar when I don't know the whole story. I'm not comfortable with it. And she was like, nah. You said. And I'm like, sis, listen, if I offended you, I am so sorry. Like, you know, like I wasn't coming from that. I thought, man, you made up a big brother. You know, I wasn't coming for you. It's nothing like that. I really, truly, humbly apologize. And plus, I sent her a DM and I said, I sent you a DM when, you know, when your fans was coming to my page. This was a while ago, and I was just trying to let you know that, you know, I wasn't trying to be, you know, malicious or nothing like that. Nah. But you said, and you did, and then you doubled down and put it in your story. I said, listen, Kandi, I'm not trying to go there with you. You know, we in the middle of this hallway, and now by this time, people swarming around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we ladies, we shouldn't be doing this. We can go in my dressing room. Yeah, before I take it to the next level. Now, everybody know, I ain't really here for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool and I'm safe, but I do know how to whip ass. And I don't do that because I don't condone violence at all, right? And I'm like, well, what's the name of the level you want to take it to? Like, what, you want to fight? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. You said he did steal from us. Right? And I'm like, she is really serious right now. I'm like, all right, like, don't do that. First of all, I'm from Baltimore. We're not going to do that. You know what I mean? And I'm telling her again, it's my 4th time apologizing. I am so sorry if this offended you, right? I wasn't trying to be malicious towards you. Now I'm saying this again. This is in the hallway. I'm saying this again. Nah. I mean, Buck King. And I'm like, and I get to the point where I'm like, look, dog, this is not a letter housewives. I'm not getting paid to sit up here and argue with you like this. I'm about to go sing everybody on this bill under the table. I can't argue with you right now. Like, I finna do all that. And then I am trying to completely de-escalate the situation. It's giving bobs and cacklings. And like, then Tadina comes up and like, he comes and get her and he says something to her and then he looks at me in my face. Y'all can believe this shit or not. Nigga look at me in my face and go, you know what it is. Oh, what? Now this is a dude. Now, I don't care. Listen, y'all don't see me grow up on the Braxtons. Y'all don't see me go at it with my sisters. Y'all don't see me, you know, kind of like sporadically go at it with Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the truth is, in real life, I'm really a peaceful person. You know what I mean? And I like to have fun and I laugh and play jokes all the time. And so the thing is with me is that me and Kandi or me and another female can argue all day long. But when it comes to dudes in another woman's face to physically threaten them and harm them, that's when the line is drawn. That's when it's like, oh, it's not about her perception on TV. It's not about, you know, where we have known her to be on her reality life years ago. Because remember, I ain't been on reality TV for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. I get it. But it's no reason for a man to ever step to a woman. Period. And The fact is, that is what happened. And the other fact is, I wasn't trying to bring nothing up, but, you know, now that I'm on, you know, Peacock and Bravo, I went to Andy's show, he's a good friend of mine. We cool. You know what I mean? He asked me about it because one of the fans asked me about it. And I wasn't trying to bring it up, and I wasn't trying to bring no drama my way because I am not on that. So it's like, I answered the question, I tried to deflect from it, and here we are. But what I'm not going to stand for is people saying, what did I do for a man to ever step to me? Period. Why you shaking your head?
Nothing. You didn't do shit for no man to step to you. That was a coward move, and it shouldn't have happened. And I addressed it with him, and I spoke to him about it, and he immediately apologized. But an apology after the fact is bullshit.
Especially when I'm there defenseless. Because he wasn't, this is one of those trips where Troy wasn't there, JR wasn't there. Like, Rob was there, James was there. But this is kind of one of those trips where we just kind of, like, we had like back-to-back shows, and we just kind of got in and got out. You know what I'm saying? And normally, and I didn't even have security, you know, because really Global Productions is like, it's like Sam and them is like real protective and family oriented. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't have a need. I'm not bothered backstage. Like, these are my family and my people. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't have a need to like be extra behind the scene with security and people and all that stuff. Like, it wasn't one of those trips. And then of course, I didn't even know I was walking into the Lions Den. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, I'm just gonna keep it gangster with y'all. I spoke about this shit on Big Brother. Y'all called me the victim. She's the victim then, and Tamar always starts stuff. But go back in the clips, they didn't age well. I said what I said. You know, the reason why we had beef in the first place because that was mean as fuck to me on tour. Very, very similar to how y'all see this SWV stuff panning out. My story, and I've said this back thing on Big Brother, pull the receipts. There's very much a lot of egos going on. And I ain't trying to speak about a show that I don't even watch. And the reason why I can't watch it is because of the whole sister aspect. Like, I go through it, you know, and I went through it publicly with my own sisters. And I don't want to see Tasha and Tamika going through that. I love them. You know what I'm saying? We've all been friends for a very long time. And so that's the only reason why I don't watch it. Because it just triggers, you know, I don't want to see that. But go back and watch them clips. I'm not bullshitting. I don't have to get on a bandwagon of nobody. I was just asked the question because I was on Watch What Happens Live. And that's all. And that's it. I don't want no drama. Don't associate with me with no drama. You know, I said what I said that night because I was angry and it really happened. I wish I didn't even post about it on my story. But, you know, being defenseless and you a woman with a man will really send you, it will really send your emotions somewhere that we really don't have control over. You know what I'm saying? And I felt defenseless because I was by myself. So you can believe what you want. You got to believe me. I don't really care. This is what happened. I really don't want to speak about it no more, you know. But I don't have a reason to come after nobody, and I don't want to fight with nobody but the devil. And that's where I'm staying with it. So that's that, and that's it. And
Okay, so that was Tamar talking about her side of the story in regards to her altercation, her verbal altercation with Kandi Burruss as well as Todd Tucker. Now, Kandi did respond, but she's responded with a meme, which was very petty, very hilarious, if I must say. But this is what I got to say about it. Tamar is once again playing the victim, and this is why I don't like her, and this is why I've never liked her, because all she's ever done was play the victim. That's all she's ever done was play the victim, and I've never been here for it. My thing about the situation is she always sits up and want to pretend like she don't do nothing wrong, but she's leaving out the part. Not only was she on Dish Nation saying what she said, but she also went on her story and she said, we know that you ain't got to steal nothing. We know you ain't got to steal nothing. As a matter of fact, let me go back because the Ken, what's his name? Ken Barbie. I think that's his name on Instagram. He went back to everything he had, how it all started and everything. What we're not gonna do, because I know everybody mad at Kandi at this particular point about this whole SWV and Escape show and about the top billing and her thoughts on that. And we don't really give a fuck about that right now. We're talking about what Tamar is talking about. We're talking about that because I'm not going to sit up here and just allow people to just make it seem like, oh, Kandi was just flat out wrong or whatever. No, Tamar started it. So let me go back to the Ken Barbie's page. Let me go back to sharing my screen again so you guys can see for yourselves. Let me go back. Okay, so there we go. But they don't, well, see, they don't have the original story of what actually started it, because she made a tweet, she made a Instagram post basically saying Carlos King was at her show and she was basically saying, hey, you ain't got to steal nothing. You ain't got to steal. Like you said that in your story. Speaking on somebody else's situation, it ain't got nothing to do with you. And then you know what? I would be on your side if Kandi and Ty really came at you for no reason. But it wasn't for no reason. You absolutely overstepped your bounds as you did before with the whole K Michelle shit. You overstepped your bounds with that shit and decided that you gonna say this and you gonna say that and all this other stuff. Like, I'm going to defend this person despite what's going on. You don't even know what's going on, but you open your fucking mouth and you decided to speak on what somebody else got going on. Bad move, bad situation. You decided to do that, and I'm need for you to shut the hell up. Now you want to play victim and all this other shit. And from the looks of it, Todd said, you know what it is, because you know what it is with his wife gonna kick your ass. That's what he meant. So I really don't believe everything that Tamar said. I do believe that Kandi cussed her out. I do believe that Kandi confronted her and said that she don't fuck with her behind the scenes. I do believe she did all of that, but I don't believe the way Tamar is explaining and expressing herself. She's very extra, so I don't believe that. Like, Tamar is full of shit, and the only people that sit up there and believe that shit is her funky ass Tamartians. Okay, so yes, Tamar been a victim. She always do shit, and then when she's confronted with the shit, she can't handle it. No, baby. Mm-mm. Stand firm in your word and stand firm in what you do. That's all I gotta say about it. Take my full of shit. I don't give a fuck who don't believe nothing I say. She always has done that. It's been done on many occasions. You see it with a sister. She say shit about her sisters. Then when the sisters come right back just as hard as she do, then she want to cry and act like she's a victim. Same way she did with K Michelle. She started the shit with K, hopping in her business. But then when she got called a Muppet, then she crying about it. You know, she always doing it, always speaking on people and all this other shit. So girl, bye. And then you want to call yourself a journalist. Just because you was sitting up on the real don't mean you was a journalist. You're a reality TV personality turned talk show. You are not a journalist. If that's the case, Portia is a damn journalist too. Anyway, with that being said, you guys, what do you guys make of this whole situation between Kandi Burruss and Tamar Braxton? What do you guys think? Please leave it down below. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below in the description box. If you guys are in the live chat while this premiere video was going on, be sure to leave blue hearts in the chat as this video ends. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here until the next one. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Bye.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tremel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tremel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. Hope to hear from you.